Guys, gals, ammo is expensive. I don't need to tell you this, but you need to practice. Anybody else around this room that I'm alone in? When you want to practice your shotgun reloads, there's a few ways to do it, and there's a few ways to do it that you get the most out of your training. I don't care what people say. I don't care about statistics saying how many rounds that you need in a fight with a shotgun. Of course, with proper shot placement, you don't need a lot of ammo, right? And you still get a show. But what I advocate is that you learn to reload your shotgun from each and every position. And the most cost-effective way to do that is dry practice with dummy rounds. I've heard people say,
if you need more than 1 or 2 rounds to get the job done, then you brought the wrong gun to the fight.
And I've also heard people say,
a study by CNN says all I have to do is show them the gun. Why should I have to practice reloading it?
but what matters to me is that I train hard to fight easy. You don't know when a magazine tube, magazine spring, or whatever is ruined in your shotgun and you have to load to the chamber each and every time. If you have multiple magazine tubes, like a Tavor TS12, and one of your tubes goes down, whatever, you're going to be limited on ammo even more so. And you're probably not going to be carrying a whole bunch of crap like this. So what I say to you, the shotgun user, is practice each and every way, from each type of carrier to each position, both left hand, right hand, mouth. I don't care if you're pooping out a quad load into your hand and then shoving it in there, mud and all. We're not going to show that here, but that's the extent that I'm talking about, is to practice each and every way. So the best way to do that, dry fire. All right. So for you, I'm dressed up like some sort of smorgasbord clown here with each and every different type of way to reload and carry your ammunition so that we can try to do that from each position. So most important is to not have any live ammunition in the area that you're going to shoot. Here we have the SOE carrier. We can grab this, pull it out. From this pouch, you can actually put a box of ammo in there. If you want to dig around in there like some sort of like Neanderthal or something, looking for a cookie. I have a quad loader here. I have the Easy 8 loader where you can grab 4 out of it, just as you would to load either weak hand or strong hand, load 4. So another thing that we have here for shotguns is the IMTTS Arena. It's laser ammo. It's got these little targets here, electronic. You can hook them up. They come in a set of 3. They come in a set of 5. You hook these things up, and with the laser bullet that you can put inside this shotgun housing here, put that in your shotgun. If you have a pump action shotgun, you can actually get multiple shots off and practice your shotgunning. Very efficient, very cool, and very fun. What we have here is the Fiocchi 3-gun dummy loads right here. You can pick these up just as a box. You can have your friends that reload shotguns. They can make you dummy loads that feel realistic. The primer's spent on them. What I would recommend highly against is they make these orange hard plastic dummy rounds. Those things will get chewed up. Your extractor will rip part of it off. It will get into the action, gum it up, jam it up. You won't be able to get it unlocked, and you're done. So let's go over a few of the shotguns that we have here and how we can doctor them up to give you a smooth, efficient practice session. First up is going to be a Mossberg 930. This was my first gas gun. It's seen a lot of action, a lot of practice. There's much better options out there, as you know, with the Beretta 1301. So anyway, so I don't care about messing this thing up. The problem with this is that you're not going to get consecutive shots out. You can practice your bringing it up and shooting, but you can't really get follow-up shots such as with the pump action shotguns. This Mossberg 590, this was my first shotgun right here, 1999 I think it was, but I ended up having to sell it to a friend, and then I ended up was able to get it back, so I was happy about that. Put a Magpul stock on it, keep it kind of traditional, just so I have some sort of traditional stock to play with, and then put this cool wooden furniture on it too to make it look old-timey. It still has a bayonet lug. I don't have the bayonet with me right now, but you put something on there and it's self-cleaning. Before Remington went to the toilet, I was able to get this P model. This one's pretty sturdy, and it's a lot slicker. If you haven't felt a Remington compared to like the Mossbergs, it feels like a Cadillac compared to like a Toyota. As far as the action goes, the Mossberg probably has a better track record as far as durability in situations that, in environments that are not up to snuff. But the Remington 870 feels a lot better, just action overall. This has the magazine extension tube, and it has the retaining cap here. So all you have to do in order to practice with this is go ahead and take that off here, take the spring off, bloop. All right, followers out. Now it has free reign to just put one in there if you want to put it in there, and then so you can still shoot consecutive shots without having it try to draw one in there, especially when you're trying to put the laser bullet in there. So the fantastic thing that laser ammo has, that shotgun 12 gauge receptacle here is like a housing. You put like a 9mm laser cartridge in it, and it fits in the chamber as a place for the extractor. So all you have to do is shuck that in there, and it should, the extractor should not grab a hold of it. We have here the IMTTS Arena right here. I don't know if you can see this in here, but all you have to do is just pull the trigger, and you can fire multiple shots, getting good training, good feedback, sight acquisition, transitions, and then working the pump, which is very, very important. So right behind the camera, I have two of them set up so I can practice wiping off the safety and getting two good shots on it. So with the Mossberg though, you can't take the magazine tube off because there's nothing to retain it back, unless you can find some aftermarket part in order to keep that on. Otherwise, what you can still practice reloading with it, but once you start pumping it, it's going to want to jam those rounds up behind that laser bullet. So the shotguns that I use most here, because I can run the action, I can keep running the action, I can keep reloading to the tube without having to unload and take up a lot of time, is the Remington 870, the Benelli Supernova, and the Kel-Tec KSG. So this thing's pretty much a fun toy, especially if you're shooting the smokeless range with it or doing the IMTTS arena system. So one thing to have if you're going to do this setup is like a wooden dowel. And what that will do is help you get that laser bullet out so that you can practice with something else, change it up, and get it out of the chamber. So what's going to happen once you start reloading and everything, what's going to happen is the shells are just going to go everywhere. So I have a solution, but it's at a cost. Kitty's bed. So now when I practice, now I can do something like shoot, reload, and it lands on Kitty's bed, and I can go from shot, reload to shot, and the ammo is not going everywhere. It's going in Kitty's bed right here. So that's something that you can have at home, a little box or a little cushion or something like that. It doesn't have to be Kitty's bed, but now you're not searching all over the place for your dummy ammo underneath the darn cabinets or whatever, where dog hair gets around it and you got to blow it off each and every time, and you look like a damn idiot. No matter what those keyboard bangers are saying online, reloading the shotgun is paramount. So after you've watched all my other videos, shut your stankin' mouth, get out there and practice. I love you. God bless. We'll see you next time. Anybody else around this room that I'm alone in? Huh? Oh, okay, cool.